It is about to be April 2023 in the Arizona market. And although the great prophets of our time predicted a housing market crash, something is happening. Our inventory is down. Whoops, wrong website. There you go. Inventory is down to 13,000 and our pending sales are up to almost 10,000. There are more people buying than there were last month, and there are less people selling, which is creating an effect in the market where there's some competition again. There is some demand. So that being said, common question I'm getting now is, hey, where can I still buy a house that's affordable? Now, of course, the word affordable is up to you and to your idea of affordability. Let's see what cities are still cheaper compared to all the other houses in the Phoenix, Arizona area. So if you're looking for something high 200s, low 300s, what cities provide that? I don't know. Was this intro catchy? Did I catch your attention or did you click away? Are you still watching? Please keep watching. I need your attention to feed my character. So anyways, let's look at what is still possible to buy in the area. So off the bat, we can see under 300 is going to be on the tougher side. There's some houses scattered here in the Phoenix, Maryville area. Very, very few in the West Phoenix area. There is some in South Buckeye that might still work. We got some scattered here in Phoenix, Arizona, Glendale, Arizona, a little bit up there. We got some in actually Maricopa, which is surprising. There probably a lot more newer options up here. Casa Grande has plenty of options. And what is that? Coolidge, way out there. Coolidge, way out there. It was this Florence. If you're looking to buy under 300,000, you shouldn't expect perfection. You shouldn't expect like a really good house and like it's going to be move-in ready. Okay, that's our fixture-upper range. Most of the range now that most people are ideally trying to be around is that 300 to 350 range. That's where the sweet spot to most home buyers are. And if that seems like too much, this number was like 400K like a year, 2 years ago. So I'm happy to be in the 300s. Right now, the monthly payments at 300 to 350K is like what, 1,900 to 2,400, 2,300 around there. So doable, still very doable. 300 to 350, we get a lot more options. And so we're getting plenty of options here in Buckeye. In Buckeye, we're gonna get a little bit in Goodyear, a little bit in Avondale and Tolleson. So the kind of houses that pop up here in the West Phoenix area is houses like this. Like we're seeing newer-ish, and when I say newer, I mean like the HOA built in the last 10 or 20 years. We can see here that, yeah, there's a few that have been a few days in the market, but there's some that have been 30 days, 40 days, 60 days, 90 days. Some good opportunity for if you're looking to really talk people down, because if they're like the 30 to 90 day range, odds are you can probably negotiate them a little more harder. But anyways, like here, newer-ish houses, smaller houses, 1,200 to 1,500 square feet, doable. It's definitely doable to be in that price range. If we continue the same price range and we go to like the northern Glendale area, there's some areas of Surprise popping up, and it looks like the Phoenix North Glendale area, it's going to be across like near the freeway, but not really going into that Arrowhead area, more or less staying near the 17. And of course, it's kind of like building like an upside down L here. So it's near the 17, near the 10, nothing really in this range. Nothing really in this range. Some scattered here south. A lot in Buckeye. From the West Phoenix, West area, you're looking at a lot of older homes in the Central Phoenix, Central Glendale area. You're looking at newer-ish houses, South Mountain Village, Glendale, Avondale, and a lot more options bang for your buck in Buckeye, so the outskirts city. East Valley's going to look a little tougher. Looks like there's a little more scattered in Mesa. Gilbert and Chandler are not in that 350 range, unfortunately, but we are seeing a haven of houses, a gold rush, if you will, in Maricopa, Casa Grande, and even Santan Valley. So if the thing is, and if you want to live in the East Valley, you're going to have to get an outskirts city, unless you buy an older home in Mesa, which nothing wrong with that. There's some really cute older houses in the Mesa area, but really, if you're going to buy in Mesa, you probably want to be 350 to 400-ish. Those are going to be a lot more, those like little pocketed communities are like a little newer. Mesa's just an older city, and with older cities come, neighborhoods that are older, neighborhoods that are newer, etc. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. You're an adult. You're watching this, and hopefully you're an adult. But if you're trying to be under 350, getting the best monthly payment, you're going to have to commute. And if you are okay commuting, then there's plenty of options. You can buy even close to new or newer-ish in these areas here. Now, Casa Grande is a little farther. It's going to be a little more of a drive. And honestly not as developed as Maricopa. So I'm gonna actually not focus there. I'm gonna instead focus in Santan and Maricopa. A lot of new builds that are available, most of them in Maricopa, not necessarily Santan. But I mean, this is gonna be it. You're gonna be able to get a really decent place in the low 300s. Now, it's not gonna be the biggest. Like, I think the biggest that we see under 350, and let me sort this by descending so we can see, is like 24, but that's Florence. That's like way out there. Let's do Maricopa, like maybe 2000s. It maybe it doesn't look like it's in great shape, but anywho, point is, you're gonna get the best bang for your buck, or for more affordability in the outskirts cities: Maricopa, Santan Valley, Casa Grande. If you have to go into in the city a little bit more, yes, Mesa does work. Yes, Phoenix and Glendale do work. So when I'm looking for these older homes, I'm looking for care. I'm looking for someone taking care of this place. Not has this person just rented it and is now trying to sell it. I'm really looking out for signs of maintenance, which, I mean, I guess you should do that with every house, but there's just a certain look that, like, that one, is it photos or is it maintenance? Not too sure. See if I can find something. Like, that one is just remodeled. I wouldn't call it cared for and loved for. I would say this is more of a remodel. The Gilbert in Maine, actually not too far, but it's Mesa. So now look at this. This is what I'm talking about. That looks like, yes, they maintain the outside. That looks cared for. Like, it looks like the floors were upgraded or just very clean. Doesn't look completely refurbished and remodeled and gutted. It has the original cabinets, but I can just tell this house oozes care, oozes all kinds of stuff. So this is what I'd be looking out for. But if you're looking, honestly, in the cities, I think 350 to 400 is probably your better range. But to answer the question of today's video, the best cities that still you can get something 300 to 350 are going to be your outskirts cities: Santan, Maricopa, Coolidge in the East Valley. Some parts of that South Mountain Village, Laveen area might still work. In the West Valley, we got Buckeye, we got some scattered Goodyear, Avondale, a lot in the inner city, Mesa, Phoenix, Goodyear, but we're going to do like right around the freeway. So it's still possible. Yes, payments do suck, but with the new demand in the Phoenix area, people are still buying. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if that buying goes over 10,000 soon and our listings start going down even more. And if we're at 10,000 to 10,000, then we're 1 month's inventory, and it's going to be a pretty competitive market. So it doesn't matter. The market doesn't care about what you think is going to happen to it. Here is what's happening to it. I had someone the other day comment something like, of course you're saying this, you're a shill or whatever. I'm reporting what's happening to you guys. I don't care if you do. I don't care if you're buying. People I'm helping right now are buying because they have to buy. They have to provide shelter for their family, and they want to own the shelter. They don't want to rent it. And the monthly payment works for their monthly payment. I don't care if you buy or don't buy. I'm not here to convince you otherwise. I'm telling you this is what's happening now. And I'm getting a little defensive, so I'm sorry. If you're looking to work with me or just start looking and browsing some houses in Arizona, ArizonaHomeGoals.com. Go there, make an account. You'll get access to the market data right away with the first email I send you. And I'll send you a text and I'll say hi. And then, of course, you can let me know if you want to work with that. And if it's okay if you don't want to, we'll just continue looking at houses. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.